doing? I hope you're safe and well. Oh, I've got a few things to show you today. Just move this out of the way from me. It looks like a bomb's gone off in here. Yeah. All right. Just remind you. I did do a video yesterday on the website for the members. What we got here? Ingersoll 6 lever. Patrick, you're a swine. It is a horrible, horrible, horrible lock. It's a right bugger because it's central tension. Let's have a look inside. I'll get a screwdriver on that bugger. Can we open it up? Now I'm still trying to figure it out. So it's a tricky lock. Oh, you'd not want to come across one of these, would you? Right. So let me show you, and then you'll probably understand a little bit more what I'm on about. I don't want to lose everything. Oh, yeah. It is a right bugger. Right. Let's try and get your head around it. So there's little cuts here. There's one there, and let's not lose everything. The one underneath, and there's one at the back. So you've got 3 levers at the front, 3 levers at the back, and this silver steel thing here in the middle is your central tension. And all these little cuts have got to line up with this for the bolts to be able to pass. So it's a bugger. So it's a central tension lock that's sort of side mounted on. So it's finding something that's going to fit in the middle, put the tension on, and let me be able to pick the 3 levers from the back and the 3 levers to the front. It doesn't like binding, so it drops all over the place, and it's a bit stiff. It is a tricky bugger. So far, I'm still working on it. Remember that tool that I used on some of those Spanish sort of locks, that central tension? I'm slowly, as you see, it's slowly disappearing. I'm trying to refine it enough so I can get to work. I can get the first 3 after a bit of jiggling about to get lined up with that gate, but trying to get the back 3, I don't know. I need to probably change the wire or something. I need to have more. I've spent more time on it. So Patrick, you're a bugger, but thank you very much. We shall figure it out together. Let's move that over there. The first lot of keys came for that prison lock. Well, they weren't no good. They were way too small. I've still got my fingers crossed on another one to come in the post, and I can try to adapt it, but that doesn't work. We've got to go for plan C. As I said before, we're going to have to use a 10mm rod, and we'll build up a key. We'll actually make a key from scratch. I'll have to put a groove in this rod, drop a piece of steel in for the actual bitting, and then start to form the side bitting, which is the hardest part. There's only one lever, so the single lifting bitting is not a problem. It's actually the warding from either side. It's going to take time to work through, and then put an handle on it, and we've got a key. Well, we'll get there. It's time. It's all about time. What else did I get? Oh, I've been after these for ages and ages. Managed to get hold of a 10 gauge and an 8 gauge cabinet pick 2-in-1. So we've got hold of these. I've been after them for ages. You don't see them and they're not advertised very often, but I managed to get them. Not cheap, but really handy little tools. You never know. Problem with those is you really need to bespoke cut the tips down to fit the actual bolt stump and lever heights that you need to pick, and then you've just got one sort of tool that's going to only fit 1 or 2 brands. It's a shame, so you do need a couple of them. They're no magic wonder tools at all, but they are dead handy, especially this sort of 10 gauge size. So we've got that. Right then, this week's prize draw supporters. Thank you so much for your support so far in February. It's been a massive help. So what we got? Well, we managed to get a British Standard EST starts, a brand spanking new one. Brand in the box. It's got your keep and your screws and your keys and everything you could possibly need. It weighs a bloody ton. This is going to be the prize for this week. So one of you lucky people is going to get this beautiful lock. Now let's get out the packet, and I don't want to lose all my bits, so bear with. We'll try. Oh right. Oh dear. Oh, the door went up. The door went open. Right. we've got her. There she's there. Oh. Right. Oh, she's a lovely lock, isn't she? Before my mucky fingerprints get all over it. So it's a nice lock. Especially if you're collecting them. Fancy a bit of practice. Let's have a look at the bitting of the key. Well, I didn't know great shakes, but it's a bitting and it's there. It's quite a high lift, really, actually. And how does it work? Like a dream. Look at that. Like a dream. It comes with 3 keys. So let's have a look. Let's have a look in a bit more detail. Oh, I hate these tiny little screws. There we go. Nice big throw. Works like a treat. Okay. So it's all locked up. Right, let's just try and find a... I think I need a probably fairly shallow pick wire because it's quite a thin curtain on this one. And it's 5 gauge, yeah, so we've got plenty of room. I use this old tool of mine. I've picked millions of locks for this. As you can see, we get hold of that curtain, we got hold of it. So remember, the curtain is going to bind with the actual bolt, and that's what draws the bolt back. Right, so shallowish, I would say. What sort of size wire is this to give you an indication? It's about a medium. We'll go for a medium on this one. These key lengths are quite different in different locks, but that's a particularly long key, so I'd say there's more towards your medium size wire. Remember, the Fortress wire is going to be a little bit higher. Right, try and keep my hands out the best way I can. So we're lucky. You don't always get that. We've got front to back, and the distance, push my finger from there to there, is not a great deal, is it? It's only about, what, 10 mil, if that. So lightish tension. I've got to have a little hump round. Now I've got, just trying to understand what I'm feeling. 1 is quite springy, actually. 2, bit of 2, 3. Yeah, 3 is quite tight. 4 is quite tight. 5 is a bit movement. So we're gonna really be careful. And I'm going to go for little movements, not jacking anything up massively at the start. I'm trying to hump round. I have to let off the tension a little bit when it's tight. See there. So 1, 2. Oh, it's tight on the 3. So any more? I don't want to overforce 3 yet. 4, 5, 1, tight on 2, so a bit more than 3, 4, 1, 2, it's tight there. 3s that seem to be quite tight. 4, 5, it's quite tight on 3, 4. Bit more moving then. 1, better on 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Which is open. So you see how I figure my way through that particular lock. I was counting, and it was mainly, I think, 2 and 3 that were real tight binders. Now I'll do my best just see if I can find a screwdriver that's going to open this, because it's got quite small screws. So that's 1. That's gone to the nowhere land. We'll find it. 2. It looks like a bomb's gone on. It's on to tidy up. Oh god. The last one. Now, always be careful at this point. And why do I put paint on there? Is that to stop the screws rattling loose? I suppose it is. There's a little indentation there. Excuse me. And This is gonna be sprung loaded at some point, so it's gonna be horrible. Okay, you can see that trying to drop already. Slowly, slowly. Don't sneeze. Take the case off. And look at those weird levers. They're a bit weird. Absolutely weird. They are odd. I've never seen nothing like that. So, on one, that's a weird shape. Definitely weird shape. We've got a number 3 cut on one. So it's very odd. No false notch there, which makes everything a lot easier. Why British Standard and no false notch? Oh, that thing at the top's looking at me. Look at it. It's trying to get at me. Second lever is a number 5 cut. Okay. No false. They are odd. I don't remember coming across these before. Oh, you can get back up there, you naughty thing. Oh, there you just know it wants to do that. Again, third one is a number 5. I'm still sort of gobsmacked on the shape of these levers. The springs are huge. Look at that. Come on. Oh, it's that spring has come out now. This is deadly when this happens. It's come out that little gap, so I'm going to have to spend an eon trying to get that bugger back in there. But we'll figure it out. So the fourth one is number 6. I've got to fix the spring. And the fifth one, without disturbing everything else. Oh, look, I just know you want to come out. Look at it, it's got these shim things on it. Oh, I've got to put all this back together again now. They're always the worst thing. Okay, the fifth and final one is a 4. Ain't they odd? Very odd shape. And then this thing, part of that bracket that's either side of that. And then you can see there's even like a little spring there, and there's even something on your bolt there. See why that bolt sort of interacts? It moves. There's like a piece that slides in these cuts in the back. This is very odd. So it's got little shapes in the back where it sort of slides up and down, and that sort of, I don't know, it gives it probably more control. It makes it was quite smooth. I put a lot of thought into it, but those levers are odd, aren't they? Very odd. So guys, best of luck to you. Let's try and get all this back in. Best of luck to you for this prize, and have a good old pick. There you go. That is odd. That is. We're in. I could watch that all day. Go up and down. Look there. Very odd. Right, guys. Stay safe. Stay well. I appreciate all your support, and I'll spend the next hour trying to get that spring back in. I'll speak to you all very soon. Ta-ra.